Ever since I was a child, I've always had a deep connection with music. My dad used to sit at the piano and play Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan while he sang to me. I guess it was his influence that gave me my taste in music. I remember singing melodies from when I could first make sound. My parents tell me I've always had music in my soul, and I guess they're right. My journey begins at Franklin Elementary School in Appleton, Wisconsin, where I grew up. My first influence aside from my parents was my school music teacher, Mrs. Christensen, who is still there today. She taught me the meaning of music, well, as best as you can teach a 6-year-old about meaning. She was so loving and caring. From the start, it made me associate music with love. From teaching me do-re-mi through watching The Sound of Music to making handmade instruments that fit our songs, music was always the best part of the day. So much so that I lobbied to my family to keep me at Franklin for 6th grade instead of going to middle school because I loved Mrs. Christensen so much. Sometimes I wish I could go back. Middle school put a stop to my musical journey pretty quick. I decided to try and play a musical instrument because choir wasn't going so well. My director did not have any passion for music and left a really bad taste in our mouths. So I decided to try and play the tenor saxophone to keep music in my life, but that ended very quickly. I decided to try theater, maybe that would help. Performing in Schoolhouse Rock Live Junior, stage time wasn't really doing it for me. It was as if the music in my life had been sucked out with this transition into middle school. I moved to Waukesha, Wisconsin in January of 2013, the middle of my 7th grade year. I decided to give choir one more shot my 8th grade year, a choice that would forever change my life. After 2 years of having everybody I know turn their back on the world of music, I finally found a group of 8th graders who shared the same passion that I once shared. With a dedicated choir director to boot, it was that choir that refueled my love for music, and I never looked back. Once I finished out middle school, I decided I should stick with as much music as I possibly could as I transitioned to Waukesha West High School. I was put in the top choir as a freshman, so already my musical experience was growing. Now I would be with kids mostly older than me who shared a passion for music that I never could have imagined. I decided to get back into theater as well, and this time was so much different. I fell in love with acting when I performed in my first show as a freshman. It didn't hurt that Phantom of the Opera was one of the shows we did that year. It only made me fall deeper in love with the stage and music as a whole. Music was back and stronger than ever. I needed more. Junior year came and I was back in band. Not concert band, marching band. I had no idea how much I would fall in love with drumming. It quickly became my main focus in life. I would play on my dad's drum set in my basement for hours at a time. I could never get enough of it. Still to this day, I never get tired of a good session behind the kit. Music is my passion. It's my entire world, really. Now I'm a senior in high school. I have 2 marching band state championships under my belt. I have landed roles in 15 different shows. I am involved with 3 choirs. I have received 4 gold medals for solo vocal work, and I've received several choral awards. I think it's safe to say that I have an obsession with music, but hey, I don't mind. Music has definitely impacted my life in the best way possible. It is true when they say, music heals the soul.